Hi, Karen.
Good day, Haider. How you doing?
Very well, thanks. Yourself?
I'm not too bad. Thank you for asking. Let me just adjust my camera lens and all that. I'm good, mate. Thank you for accommodating my hectic schedule for the day. There's this
That's all right.
client, engineering client, not life sciences client, but they do pharmaceutical manufacturing projects as well. We've been trying to get a meeting with this lad for good 8, 9 months, and he
Okay.
finally, out of nowhere, said, "I'm available this time. Can you be available?" So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to ask him for reschedule. I'll just take his availability, which is
Yeah,
why I had.
that makes sense. Oh, hello.
Hi, I said, how you
Oh, have
doing?
you? Yeah, I think you cut off over there.
All good. Bad reception, maybe. I said,
No.
how you doing?
Yeah, good. Really good. Busy week. Yeah, so far so good.
Nice, mate. Nice. You still a biotalent, right?
I am indeed, yeah, still at BioTalent. Been here for about a year now.
Remind me who they're. It's part of a bigger group, right?
The in group,
The In Group.
yeah, part
Yes.
of Investigo.
Investigo. That's the one. Because
Yeah,
I remember Investigo from my early days. And prior to that, you were at Real, which is quite close to my heart. I'm S3. Or I mean, I started my
yeah.
career S3. I'll give you an intro and all that jazz. But yeah, I've got loads of. I used to have loads of friends at Real. They've all moved on.
Mm.
Uh, Best friend, or I would say really good friend, was Rakesh Patel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Rax is still there.
Rax is still there. He's part of the regional
Director now.
contract
Yeah.
director level. Yeah. Lawrence Doe was a
Lawrence
very
though,
good
yeah, yeah.
mentor.
Blueprint master.
So these people are people who kind of taught me my job. Obviously, credit to my managers and all that jazz. But these were, I would say, 10, 12, 13, 14 years, 15 years ago. These
Wow.
were the leaders, and you used to look up to these guys, and they teach you and all that.
Mm,
But listen,
nice.
we'll dive into my intro. What do you want to get out of this, Haider?
Yeah, I think get a bit of a better understanding about Thor as a business, what the strategy is for you guys, the markets that you guys play in, and to sort of see if it could be a potential next step for me. I'll be honest, I'm sort of passively seeing what's out there. I wouldn't say I'm actively looking, and I can maybe touch on the points of why I'm passively seeing what's out there as well. So we can maybe touch into that as well.
Let's start with that because I mean, what I'm going to share with you is pretty consistent with my website, which
Mm,
hopefully I'm hoping as good prep, you've done some research. But look,
mm,
long story short, we do three markets, three brands, if you like. Tech, within tech, we only do ERP, SAP, Microsoft Dynamics. These are the
yeah,
ERPs we work with. Then you've got my life science business. Within that, we do manufacturing, as I alluded earlier on. From Europe, we do manufacturing. So that's your engineering positions, automation, process,
mm,
validation, CQE. In the US, I've got a team of 15 people based in New York. They do clinical services there,
okay,
clinical trials, and that's been that business for 7 years. We've not touched that.
yeah,
Then I've got my core engineering business, predominantly within data centers and renewable energy. So the business lay of the land, if you like, today is we could break into a Pfizer, which we have done. We
mm,
are partnered with a Novo Nordisk, a BMS, all well and good. From a life science perspective, my life science people can provide them automation, CQV.
yeah,
Those engineers, my guys in America can provide the clinical people, but it doesn't stop there. We are attacking them from a tech perspective as well, i.e., can we
yeah,
help them with their SAP requirements? Yes, we do. Can we help them on their mechanical, electrical engineers, process engineers,
mm,
commissioning engineers on site in Ireland? We can do. So over the last 2.5 years, we've taken a strategic change, if you like. So we're going after companies that we can hit at least two out of the three verticals we cover.
yeah,
Life science as an industry right now, I'm sure you're feeling as well, is going through a very tough period. We had
mm,
that with tech almost 6 months ago. It's pretty stagnant for the last 2 years. It's
mm,
picked up in the last 6 months.
okay,
Engineering for us has been pretty fertile for the last 3.5, 4 years. So it's been
mm,
pretty consistent there. But I know life science, we've struggled. We've gone down in headcount, but I don't say that with embarrassment or shame. It's obviously not ideal. It's what's happening in the industry.
yeah, of course.
You know, I've got big dogs that work for me from ProClinical, from Meat, and they have experienced that themselves, and they
Mm,
keep coming back the same and so on. That's the business. We're 70 people in total,
okay.
of which 55 are in sales, 15 are in the back office. That's your marketing, HR, L&D,
Yeah.
finance. Then you go the directors, which I'm part of. So there's four directors within the business, so 74 headcount, give or take. Um, what else can I tell you, mate? We are very top heavy. So over the last 9 months, we've categorically stayed away from the graduate intake.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're hiring people with experience, so like someone like your profile, 3 years in the industry. Uh, but every time to time, we have had graduate intakes where we've got an MSP agreement with Nova, for
Mm.
example, where the jobs are coming in 3, 4 jobs a week that just needs quick delivery. So we'll go and get 3 grads to work those accounts.
Makes sense.
So far, so good.
Yeah, all good. Gives me a good little insight into the business. Okay, interesting.
I've been given this feedback by people I interview and people I speak to. I'm very honest and direct, but I feel like I need to tell you this. I'm not going to sell to you. It's a fucking shit show out there.
Mm.
I've never experienced a market this bad in 15 years. Uh, that's what the market sentiment is. We're
Yeah.
still doing 350, 400 grand a month consistently.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say there is still opportunity, and
There is.
the route to market, the emphasis on route to market, the emphasis on relationship, emphasis on, yeah, you just done a deal with company X. What else is out there? Let's
Yeah.
get all over it. I think that landscape has changed massively, and I think people are struggling to come to terms with that.
Mm. Yeah.
But
So
it
for me,
is it
obviously,
is tough.
all I've known is obviously I started in after COVID, so I started in 2022 in recruitment. So all I've ever known is that what people call a tough market. So I think I've done all right in it. I'll be honest. So it's not like I think I've adapted to how the market conditions have been and just trying to do things differently to what other recruiters will do or sort of land and expand in the accounts we have and just to make the most of every opportunity that we get on our desk. To be fair.
Exactly. So every job is valuable now, which even a year ago we could discount a job and say we don't want to
Mm,
work this. We've got enough good jobs we're working on right now. The job flow is so low that
okay.
every job you get, you got to work it as a job. That's the
Yeah.
terminology, nursery
Yeah.
terminology, right? I don't know if they use that
Correct.
about talent.
Yeah, not really, no.
But like we just work every job lead, every job as a
Yeah.
exclusive commitment job because you got to deliver.
Yeah.
So that's the landscape. What have you been doing? Just let's talk technical. So you're a biotalent, you were a real, were you doing life sciences at real as well?
Correct. Yeah, started off 360 recruiter at Real Staffing as an associate. Done the UK market. Well, everything sort of below Nottingham is what I covered within S3, within validation and quality. Done that for 2 years. Then moved over to Biotalent where I was brought in to execute our Swiss strategy within sort of CQV and quality. Done a few deals over there, then sort of done the wider Europe as well, such as Iceland, a few things in the Nordics, Novo Nordisk, Fuji as well, a few things in Germany. So sort of went in for Switzerland, but then ended up doing a bit wider Europe as well.
Sorry, I lost you there.
Oh, can you hear me?
I recall you saying you've done business with Fuji.
Yeah, yeah. So came in to execute the Swiss strategy and then sort of a few months in ended up doing the wider Europe as well, focused on like Germany, Switzerland, Denmark and Iceland as well. So a few of these other businesses over there.
Yeah. And when you say you've done deals with Fuji and Novo, let's just, yeah, explore that a bit further. Would you say you've landed those clients or they were already there for you?
So I've landed Fujifilm for us. I've landed Alvotech in Iceland as well, Bavarian Nordic in Switzerland, and I'm currently bringing on Boehringer Ingelheim as well for a massive capex program. So the way I've done this, my approach is similar to what S3's taught me. I think S3 is unreal in this. The fundamentals and the training they teach sort of graduates or everyone starting that business. It's the fundamentals, references, sellbacks, and speaking to sort of high level candidates as well. So my approach in biotalent was using those fundamentals. I built out the whole sort of European CQV market within for taking references and sellbacks and building those relationships with those senior stakeholders. So that's how I've landed most of the accounts I've been working with.
I mean, massive work if you broke into Fuji. We've been trying for good 6, 7 years. We've had
Okay.
interviews. We've never placed with them. We work with them through their subsidiary partners, whatever you want to call it, but never directly with them. So
Interesting.
there's a
Okay.
company called Quantum that do, it's a small consulting house, probably about 10 people.
Okay.
And they have got Fuji as a customer, so we provide them engineers through them, never directly with
Right.
Fuji.
So
But
what
fair
have you
play.
guys what have you guys found so difficult, as in like breaking into them?
I wish I could give you the answer, but maybe it's limiting beliefs, maybe
Mm,
it's the skill set. We don't do CQE with them. We
okay.
do we do project planning with them. In
Okay.
Denmark, where Fuji is a target customer, um, in Denmark we're only doing PMO within life sciences
Okay.
so far, because that's where most of our accounts use us. Again, it could be strategic. We've never done
Yeah.
CQB with them, but whatever. Cool. So sellbacks, technical references, that's working for you. And talk about Switzerland. So you said you've done a couple of deals there as well.
Yeah, so obviously came in as a business. Our main focus was breaking into Switzerland. Got a second license when I joined. We got a new client solutions director over there. So done a lot of work with our client solutions team over in Switzerland. We have brought on in that time Johnson and Johnson. I've done two deals with them at the minute, and those were from relationships when I placed with a certain manager in the UK. She moved over to the Schaffhausen site in Switzerland, got a relationship with her. Then she introed me to other key stakeholders in the business, so that was a good way for us to actually get into the business. It's been obviously very tricky. I've done a few deals with the very well-known Lonza as well, obviously. In the process of, I've got a few jobs on with Biogen as well in Switzerland. So yeah, we had quite a few technical difficulties with Switzerland, I'll be honest, as a business, and this is one of the reasons I'm sort of passively seeing what's out there. When I came in, it was, look, we've got everything set up, payroll providers, internal compliance, but it came to a point where I was doing deals in Switzerland and some of my contractors were getting terminated as well because we're not paying them on time. There's issues with their contracts, and the payroll provider we got rid of, we got a new company called Usinoff, which was an absolute disaster. We've lost quite a few runners with them. It's just there's a lot of things from an internal compliance point of view where we're not fully set up, and I think we've underestimated going into Switzerland with sort of very little knowledge.
If you've got a second license, you shouldn't be needing a payroll provider. So
We
that
we
sounds
we
dodgy.
We don't payroll candidates ourselves. We use a third party payroll. We are in process of setting it up, but that's
Got
been
you.
in
Got
talks
you.
for six,
But
seven
Heather, do
months.
you mean, and this is again me trying to understand your contract brain, you as a company, forget Switzerland, you as a company don't use payroll. You don't do payroll yourself. You outsource it all.
Yes, correct.
Okay, well, that explains. One of the perks of having a second license for an English company is that you can payroll yourself. Like it's like you said, a pissed off freelancer is not good. So you
No,
want to pay your guys before you get paid. So we make sure we
exactly.
do that.
Mm,
But man, I agree with you. Switzerland is fucking
it's tough.
challenging.
Yeah, yeah.
People are not very receptive. You got to really, really work on your relationships.
Mm.
But am I right in saying when you got to BioTalent, there was already a customer base? You, like you said, you committed to a client service director in Switzerland.
No, not really. I mean, as soon as I entered the business is when they started the Swiss strategy. Obviously, when BioTalent was part of Trenovo many years ago, they
Nova,
they
yeah.
they done a few things in Switzerland. But when they've been part of the in group, we haven't had it. We just got the second license when I joined, and that's when they brought in this new client solutions director as well. So the plan was to open Switzerland up. So we didn't really have. I wouldn't say we had a customer base there at all. It was build the market from scratch.
Which is what you did just by yourself. We had a team.
So there was about two consultants, 360, including myself, and then we've got a client solutions director that sits out in Switzerland, and another individual with him as well. So about four of us.
So it's a team of four doing Switzerland, basically.
Correct, yeah.
And what are you guys running right now as a collective?
In Switzerland or just the sort of entire 360 book?
Let's start with Switzerland, then we'll go to
Oh, um,
your books.
yeah, I would say approximately in Switzerland, I can't give you obviously a definite answer, but approximately I would say probably about 8 to 10K probably weekly GP.
Okay, and what are you running yourself?
So I'm running at the minute 3.5K weekly GP.
Better than your UK book?
I peaked at 3.8 on my UK book. I have had an offer last week of 1200 as well. So that should be going on to my book at the end of this month as well. I've got a starter in October.
I think in you've been there less than a year, almost a year and a bit, sorry. To
Yeah,
get to 3.8, not bad, mate. That's good. And then you add another 1200, you said to get to 5K.
yeah, 3.5K, sorry, not 3.8 was what I done at Real.
3.5, sorry. I mean, the Holy Grail hasn't changed. It's a 10K weekly you want to get to.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine. What do you want to do next, Heather? What can I do for you?
Look, for me, it's look the reason I'm passively seeing what's out there is number one because I know look, I understand Switzerland's a tough market in terms of compliance, etc. But I'm being asked, look at the UK market again, from an internal point of view. And look, one of the reasons I left S3 was to sort of focus on that wider picture. I've proven I can bring on multiple clients. I've proven I can land and expand clients as well. So for me, it's going to a business that's got sort of presence in the countries we're working in, and sort of have that clear direction as well. I think at the minute internally we've got three different teams. We've got 360 team, we've got client solutions team, we've got a CAM team, but everyone's aligned completely differently. It's like at the minute it's 360s versus the client solutions team. Whoever lands the client first is the one that takes over the client. There's that collaboration is unfortunately not really there. And there's a lot of sort of internal back and forth between these teams, which is not really good. You want it to be a collaborative environment.
Okay. Okay. So what skill set would you be focusing on? So I get it, you don't want to do the UK. I don't blame you for that.
Mm.
Fine. What market do you want to do?
Yeah, for me, it's obviously carrying on doing quality validation, CQV, CSV, either in the US market or I would consider obviously carry on doing it in the European market as well. But ideally, if a business has presence in the US, it's a obviously a lot of investments going in the US in the manufacturing facilities. There's a lot of big dogs out there at the minute. So yeah, I think that's the preferred option, but I wouldn't mind obviously carrying on with the European space either.
Step by step. So let's say you do, just say Europe. We do have US as well, but then that team's based there. I
Yeah.
do have four consultants that do the US market from London,
Mm,
but they're all engineering, as in the actual engineering industry, not life
yeah.
sciences focused, data center focused.
Right.
Who would you go after? Like, what type of companies would you go after? Would it be manufacturing companies or biotechs or farmers, or you're not that precious?
Yeah, I think for me it's a mixture. I always see look where the demand is, and that comes from contractors. Who's hiring the most contractors at the minute? Who's got investment coming in? Who's building new manufacturing facilities? So it varies from time to time. I think the businesses I've targeted at the minute are sort of mid to large level. I think with the smaller businesses, obviously we've got less barriers to entry. So I think the focus would be a mixture, if I'm being honest with you. Like I have landed some of the bigger businesses. It's obviously it's taken a bit of time, but it has come around.
Okay. But stay true to your CQV validation, that kind of domain.
Yeah,
The end market could be Europe or US, but within that, we're going after manufacturing sites.
correct. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I think for me, because I know that market quite well, it's something I've done well in for at BioTalent, at Real Staffing. So ideally, the same market. If the business had other ideas, it's something I could potentially think about. But ideally, I'd want to
Let me
stay
let
with
me
that
let me
market.
interject. If this was to go further, which I really hope it does,
Mm,
and just going back to what I said, we're not hiring grads, we're hiring people with experience, and what we're
yeah,
expecting them is to come to us with a network of clients, candidates, and knowledge.
yeah.
So we do CQE, but can someone come in and really fast track that because they've done that market for a year, 2 year, three
Okay,
year?
perfect.
That's what we're after.
Okay,
You
good.
might say you want to place chefs in China because that's a very lucrative market, and I've done that for 4 years.
Mm,
Obviously, that's a pretty loose example, but I'd be
yeah,
very much of the opinion, okay, Heather, here's your salary, here's your tools, here's your desk, go build me a chef business in
yeah,
China.
yeah,
Very bad example, very bad analogy, but it's a case of you backing yourself that, look, I know that market.
yeah,
What I would then expect is for you to present to me or my board, if you like, equivalent. Right, guys, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is what I want to do. It's going to be
yeah,
CQV. is going to be in the Nordics. Reason I
Yeah.
say Nordics is, guys, you already do a lot of business there. You've got a brand. We do have a brand in the
Mm,
Nordics. We've been in Nordics for 16 years now.
nice.
We're in the Nordics every 2 weeks physically. So, guys, you've got a Nordic presence. I've done my research. There's enough manufacturing happening in Sweden and Denmark.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I will do CQV in Denmark, in Sweden with manufacturing companies and so on, so on, so on.
Mm, mm,
Our
mm.
hot areas, if you like, mate, are Ireland.
Yeah.
So we've been doing Ireland for 7 years, and the Nordics, like I said, the company's called Thor. We are a Scandinavia-focused, Scandinavia-based business.
Mm.
30% of our staff are actually Scandinavians that are
Oh,
based in London but recruit in Scandinavia,
interesting. Okay. Nice.
including my client partnership team, which is comprised of Swedes and Norwegians and Danes.
Okay.
Cool. Tell me about Biotalent. So how many people do you have in life sciences today? Because Biotalent's only life sciences under the in group.
Correct. Yeah. So
What's
we've
the headcount?
got approximately about 50, 60 consultants across Europe, London, and the US as well. So we've got 3 offices in the US, one office in Zug in Switzerland, and then obviously one office in London over here as well. So yeah, it's the contract team is still sort of building up.
The contract is Biotalent predominantly a perm business.
It was a perm business. They're moving more into a contract heavy business at the minute, and I think they're doing quite well on the contract side.
So let's break this down. This is me trying to understand how do you understand, how much do you appreciate the landscape around you and how business savvy you are. So you've
Mm,
got 3 offices in the US. Fine. One in Zug, that's 2 people. That's
yeah,
just a vanity project because you need body in Switzerland to have the second
exactly.
license.
Physically.
In London, would you say you're 50 heads?
No, no. In London, we are, I would say, probably about 20 heads between contract and perm.
So the
Oh,
Biotalent London, which is your HQ, has got 20 sales consultants.
correct.
What's the contract perm split?
We've got 8 people on contract and we've got 12 on perm.
Let's talk about the 8 contract people. Of those 8, 4 are your team members. No, 3 are your team members because no, 2 are your team members today.
So we got 5 people on the 360 team at the minute.
Okay.
So 2 of those consultants focus on the US market, within clinical and automation. We've got another individual that just focuses on construction within Germany, who's moved over from Investigo. And then we've got a CAM team of about 4 or 5 people as well.
And they're just delivery consultants,
Correct. They
right?
are.
But so the London team is 20, but you've got someone doing the US from London.
Yeah, so we've got 2 consultants from the 360 contract team that do the US market.
Are they doing well?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, both over 10K weekly GP.
Wow.
So yeah,
What market?
one of clinical's one of them, and the other one's automation and a little bit
Automation.
of engineering. Yeah.
Would you not be tempted to go join that team?
So at the minute, the thing is, this was in. So when I first joined BioTalent, it was to do the US market, but they said, look, business strategy at the minute is to break into Europe because of the offices we have in the US, and we've got consultants over there. There are individuals already over there that are doing CQV, CSV validation, so it doesn't make sense for them. They've got 2 consultants doing it.
Okay. Okay, so fine. And then you have got a team in the US anywhere, which would be about 30 people.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So what that tells me is your business has got the appetite to go into contract, but they're just restricted by the geographies that you guys operate in today. Because if someone, okay, interesting. All right, mate. Hopefully, I've given you a good rundown on what we're doing. Tell me a bit more about your personal life. So, where are you based today?
Luton, Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire. And why are you in Luton?
Born and bred here. Families all over here.
Right.
Love
It's
it.
family. So you're living with your parents,
Correct. Yeah.
girlfriend, boyfriend,
No, nothing. Single, single.
singles. The only reason you're in Luton is because you're close to your family.
Yeah, exactly. I come from a big family, so yeah, it's a nice sort of community over here. Quite enjoy it.
Okay. No plans to move to London because my Luton to my office is a nightmare of a commute.
Oh, really? Whereabouts are you guys based?
Vauxhall.
Oh, yes. Okay. Um,
Where's Biotalent based?
Liverpool Street.
This is probably not bad commute for you.
It's not bad at all. Straight on the Thames link.
Well, how long's your commute today?
About 50 minutes on the train. And then I do a bit of walking as well, about 20 minutes of walking. So, yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be commute and working from home setup. What do you have today?
Yeah, so 2 days from home, which is Wednesday and Friday, and then 3 days in the office. Sometimes I do go into the office 4 days, if I feel like it. So, yeah, but normally 3 days in the office.
We're 5 days a week.
Okay, 5 days a week.
How would that work for you? Like that's a long commute, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have. I don't know how long the commute is. I'll be honest. Obviously I'll have a look at it. Vauxhall. Wait, Vauxhall.
Nearest station's Vauxhall. I'm going to do the
Okay,
same. I'm going to check up on
St Pancras, Westminster. It's about an hour 10 minutes.
our attendance, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad because
Too bad at all.
door to door between home and biotalent, it's about an hour 15 as well. With the walking inside, the walking in there as well. So it's not too bad. It's quite similar.
Fair, fair. Okay. What questions do you have for me? Haider?
Yeah,
Oh,
look,
let's do that.
I think for me, it's let's say hypothetically things went well. I came into the business. What would my expectations be for the first 6 months?
Depends on the salary we bring you on. So let's say you're on 40 today. I'm just guessing 35, 40, something in that range.
I'm on 42 at the minute.
42, right? You come in, you probably want more money. It's a bit more commute. So let's say you come in on 45K. Now
Mm,
you're coming in as a senior
yeah,
consultant, right? So first of all, demonstrating a senior consultant's values, which is hard work, commitment, dedication, all the buzzwords that we hear about, right?
yeah, of
But not for sure, actually demonstrate those values, winning
course.
together, hungry for success, growth mindset. Then in the first 3 months, I would like us to have concluded one or two business trips somewhere in Europe, wherever you're focusing. I don't believe we want to work the entire continent. Let's say it's Denmark. We want to see a flurry of conversations, a logic-based market mapping,
Yeah,
candidates mapped out, clients mapped out, terms being sent out. In 3 months, I would expect you to do two deals. In
yeah,
6 months, I would have expected you to do five deals. So your deals in the Nordics, I would say each deal we do is circa 24K. So it should be adding £500 to your weekly GP
mm,
minimum per deal. So
yeah,
five deals, you're on 2,500 to 3 grand weekly GP, right? That would be
mm,
the business expectations. But underneath all of that, at that salary level, I'm expecting you to show me what you're building.
yeah,
So, guys, I'm going to be in this project for 2 years for these reasons. After 2 years, this is where we want to be. We want to have
yeah,
X amount of runners, X amount of agreements, X number of team members. But that is based on the presentation you show us. And then
mm,
we break it down into 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month
yeah, yeah.
milestones. Uh, you could be in Sweden, you could be in Denmark, you could be in Switzerland. I'm
Mm,
less inclined towards Switzerland because it's just you can only make Switzerland work if you have got 15 months of a runway. Yeah,
mm,
Heather's not going to do anything for 15 months. We might do the odd deal here and there, but it's a
yeah,
15-month project, maybe
yeah,
18-month project. No one's got that luxury today.
yeah. Agreed. Okay.
Do you have thresholds where you are today, commission wise?
Yes, we do. So I am so per quarter I'm on £5,400. So I think it's like 20% commission. I think I'm on.
Okay. And well, how many runners do you have today?
I've got 6, 7 runners will be start of October.
Nice, man. Nice. All dotted across Europe.
Yeah, I've got two in the UK. I'll be honest, quick deals. And then the rest are in Europe.
Did you get to go meet your customers, clients today?
Yeah, I went to Switzerland. I think it was February actually. It was towards the end of Feb. Went over to Switzerland, met a few clients and candidates as well.
Okay, cool, fine. Sweet. So to answer your question, yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. Six
Okay,
months. Where are we going with this?
wicked. Understandable. Last question for me, if you've got 2 minutes.
I've got time, man. I'm ahead at 11:30.
All right, wicked. All right, cool. How's like the contracts team at the minute performing against target?
We don't do perm in life sciences.
Okay.
All the other teams have got contract and perm split. We are just out and out contract business
Yeah.
in life sciences. Europe, in the US, there's a perm team.
Yeah.
Now and then we get a client from the US. Now
Sorry,
and
my
then we get
question
a
was,
perm team.
sorry, I meant how's the contracts team performing against target at the minute?
So I've got a team of 5 in life sciences EU.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the sixth one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 out of 5 consultants deliver consistently.
Okay.
But a lot of the business we're doing right now seems to be inbound business. So Takeda,
Yeah.
Novo, let's see what they've got to say for themselves after the recent event. Then 2 or 3 small companies like it, not small, sorry, Abbott, Alchemies, they
Yeah.
just keep feeding us jobs. So
Okay.
we're doing about 3 to 4 placements a month between a team of 5, which is not great, but it's not bad.
Okay. Interesting.
We need more. I'm not
Yeah.
happy with that. But
Yeah.
then I don't know, are you experiencing a lack of jobs recently yourself as a unit in the business?
I would say yes and no. I would say I think it's picking up again, with more jobs coming in. I think it's the quality of jobs on our side that we just need to make sure that these are fully qualified jobs, jobs. We haven't got too much competition. But I think the influx of jobs, I wouldn't say it's a massive issue, I'll be honest, on our side. We are getting the jobs in. We just need to make sure they're fully qualified.
So the commitment and quality is the issue, but the volume is there.
Yeah.
And is this actual proactive hunting, Header? You're actually going out and hunting jobs?
Yeah, I mean it's a mixture. I mean, obviously a lot of my jobs it's hunting to go out there, but I've come a lot of like from the UK market. I am getting a few clients like reaching out to me. I had a client reach out to me last week saying, "Hey, I need an RP for 18 months. Can you help me?" Got 3 CVs sent over within 2 hours. Got 3 interviews booked in, which are taking place tomorrow. So it depends. I had another client in Iceland who reached out to me last week as well, saying, "Look, we don't need support on deviation side, but I need a supply chain individual for 12 months to cover or sort of mentor the existing perm person they have over there." So it's a mixture, but a lot of it is hunting. I'm still building that base in Europe.
And is that, I'm assuming that's just purely for you. Is that the general wide for the rest of your 8 people in contract? The jobs are just being hunted and they're getting the jobs basically.
Yeah, yeah, it's more, I would say it's more hunt. It's about 70-80% hunting, and let's say 20%, 30% of
Is
jobs
inbound.
coming to us. Exactly, yeah.
Because when you mentioned Lonza, so they work with everyone, including myself, through Magnet.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Work a job for a day. If you place, great. If not, fine,
Yeah.
move on.
I mean, our cam team delivers to like the Lonza account now. It's just obviously the quality is just not there. There's lack of control. It's all
Yeah,
MSP. It doesn't make sense for us 360s to sort of focus 2-3 days on it. No, well, if I've got someone quickly I can send over, I'll send it, but it's not worth the time.
got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. It'd be interesting what we can take from biotalent. So let's say if this was to materialize, and I keep
Mm,
saying I hope it does. What can you bring from biotalent that could really help Thor?
yeah.
Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We are low on jobs.
Mm,
We are trending in a team of 5, 6 to 8 jobs a month, and
okay.
we know the conversions. 8 jobs, you're probably good for 2 or 3 deals,
Yeah.
which is what we're getting. Similar
Mm,
to you, the quality and commitment questionable. Um, but my take there is the entire market is fucked, so it's slow.
mm.
But you're saying quite different. So how many jobs would you be registering in a month, average? Not you
I
alone,
would
but as a team.
Yeah, I would say myself probably on average 4 to 5 jobs. Let's say 4 jobs
Excellent.
per
One a
month.
week, one a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, 1 week. That's the sort of aim. That's what I'm targeted at as well. In terms of as a whole, sort of 360 unit, I would say probably about 35 jobs.
So their targets are more than you, or they're getting more because you're getting four, and the other four out of a team of five 360s, the four left, including the US lot,
Yeah.
they're registering more. So would you say the US market is more buoyant compared to Europe?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, speaking about the consultants that are working there, obviously what their books are, but I think the investment generally going into the US market at the
Of
minute as
course,
well.
yeah.
Is and obviously we got one individual who's partner level. He focuses on the clinical side in the US. He's got a good sort of client base over there. He's been in the game for about 12 years now, so he's built that really good base, and he gets a good influx of jobs. We work with Eli Lilly in the US as well, where we get a good amount of jobs with all the investment going into their different sites.
Yeah, we work with them as well in the US and in Ireland.
Ireland.
That's probably one pharma company that's doing really well, pharma
Yeah.
manufacturing, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Cool. So overall, like this is very big contrast to my business where you're saying the job flow is good, it's just a commitment.
Mm,
In my case, if we get an interview, it's a deal. Like that part of our business is shit hot.
mm,
Getting CVs and getting people in the mix, and once they're in, we can get it over the line. It's just getting
yeah.
the jobs in. So what just sharing market intel, where are bulk of your jobs coming from today? You're personally just going in line with what we were discussing, whether it should be US, whether it should be Sweden, Switzerland.
Mm.
Where's bulk of your efforts today?
I think for me it's a mixture. I'm getting some clients from, I'll be honest, from the UK reaching out to me saying I'm not really hunting in the UK, but I'm having clients that I've worked with in the past that are saying, hey there, we need an RP, we need a CQV engineers, for example. But in terms of Europe, I would say there's a few things still in Switzerland, Germany as well, and the other thing is Iceland. I'm doing quite a bit over there at the minute. I've made a really good relationship with a key senior stakeholder over there, who's thankfully introed me to a lot of senior directors under him, where there's a lot
So
going on.
it's spread out, right? You're getting Germany, Switzerland, UK, bit of Nordics. So you don't have like you don't start your week by saying this week I'm going to be in Norway,
I mean, look, the for at the beginning when I first started in the business, it was pure Switzerland. But
Switzerland.
then obviously that when we've had sort of a few complications over there, it's sort of chasing a little bit where the money is. But then at the same time, if I come in one day, I'd be like, look, today's a heavy focus just on Iceland, getting candidates in there because obviously Iceland's a hard place to sometimes get contractors to move to, etc. So I'd have a focus just on Iceland on a certain business. Maybe another day I'll come in. I've got a few leads to chase in Denmark with Fuji and Novo. I'd be like, look, today I'm just focusing on the Nordics, calling candidates in the morning within the businesses, getting the reference names, pipelining candidates for potential roles within Fuji for a new project they got going on. And then in the afternoon, it's sort of straight BD, speaking to other key stakeholders.
You can move around regions, but you're staying true to your vertical, which is CQB.
Exactly correct. Yeah, I'm very strict on that.
Okay,
On sort
fine.
of my
And are you
vertical.
the only one that's doing CQB
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm the only one doing CQV and CSV engineers.
in Europe? But then you've
Yeah,
got someone doing that in the US, based in US.
exactly correct.
How does your business compare to them?
So he's just actually started. He
Right, so it's
started. He
relatively
started.
new.
Yeah, he started a few weeks ago. I've got a call with him tomorrow just to sort of align strategies, etc., on how we both can potentially
It's,
work together.
it seems like the business has taken a big gamble on you in a very good way. Completely new market, new geography. They
Mm.
themselves haven't done it before. That's the impression I get. Your business has
They
not done CQB before.
they've done CQV in the UK before, a little bit in other parts of Europe, but it's never been sort of a major. It's never they've never had one consultant specifically focusing on it.
I just feel like as contract recruiters, you don't want to be a lone wolf, but you're by yourself basically in CQB in Europe. You don't have anyone else doing CQB in your business today in London.
No, no, I don't. But then obviously other markets like automation or like there's another individual in the team who does engineering and within life sciences like maintenance engineers, technical engineers, process engineers. So our markets do sort of align and cross over at the same
Right,
time.
right. So you've got
So
someone.
yeah, so we tag team clients together as well. If it's Fuji, for example, it's a tag team approach. I don't think it's never a one man job to break into major clients. It's always sort of having that collaboration internally as well.
I also think quality could be a good market for you. Like, are you guys doing any quality or anyone in your business does quality?
Yeah, my director, sales director, he does quality within Europe.
Validation.
Yeah, yeah. I touch on quality as well. My
How?
first deal was funny enough in the UCB in Belgium. I done a it was a deviation consultant, I think. Done that
Right.
within 3 weeks into the business. So yeah, I focus on quality as well, but the main focus is validation.
Okay. So yeah, you view quality separate, validation separate.
Yeah, but again, it merges into one. Like when you think about it, a lot of businesses validation sometimes is under the quality arm. So yeah.
Fine. I'm just trying to pick your brains and see how I would shape you. Because
Mm,
like you said, I've got some people who are doing quality.
yeah.
I don't want to add another competition to them, but what can be a complement to them could be CQB.
Mm.
That could be validation, but they just define the rules. Or it could be engineering, mate. That I don't know, the consultant that you're talking about that does engineering that you tag teams with. Uh, is he doing well or she? I don't know.
He started about 7 months ago. He's brought on Takeda as a business. He's doing all right. I think there's a good demand on the sort of engineering side, especially when like it's similar to CQV when manufacturing facilities are being built, brownfield, greenfield projects, etc. So yeah, he's doing decent, not too bad.
And of the 20 people in London, you don't share offices with Investigo, though, right?
We do, yeah, yeah. Office is with
Okay.
Investigo.
So there's more people than 20 people. There's like loads of other teams.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
We've got must be about 150 people in the office.
yeah, yeah. Cool, fine. Listen, I've got everything I need. Have a think about this commute and working from home, because I appreciate you might have said doesn't phase you on this call,
Mm.
but it's a big life-changing thing. We haven't
100%.
gone into details about commissions and salaries and all of that. Let's sleep on this, and then I don't know, are you in any other conversations yourself? Are you actively speaking to other people?
I am speaking to one other business where I've got a final stage tomorrow actually.
Who are they?
I don't really want to say if I'm being honest yet.
Who are you speaking to?
I don't really want to say at the minute if I'm being honest, if that's
Cool.
okay.
But okay, help me out. Still life sciences, right?
Correct. Yeah, life sciences, pure life sciences, potentially doing the US market over there.
Hello? Life sciences, I said. Still aiming for the life science industry.
Yes.
Fine. So if you're on a final tomorrow, mate, like, wow, uh, you need to act quick then. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's look, it's been a really good conversation with you. I'll be honest. Seems like you guys know what you're doing. Understand where the gap is, what you guys are potentially looking for. So obviously, it'd be good to get feedback from yourself. At some point, either hopefully today.
Mate, my feedback, I can just tell you now, I like you. I think you're a good lad. Someone that I feel like would be able to come in line with the business values and bring your own like charisma to it. So that's
Mm,
really good. The salary doesn't scare me. 40. My concern is your commute. That is my biggest concern. And
mm,
I'm basing this on experience where it's tough, man. It's going to get cold soon. It's going to
yeah.
be shorter days, colder days. I do think the more close you are to an office, I'm not saying you need to be 10 meters away
Mm,
from the office. I'm about 15 miles. I live in the country myself, but my train's about 20 minutes door to
okay.
door. Sorry, door to door is 30 minutes. Even though you might not feel it, how old are you? 24, 25?
Yeah, 26.
Young guy, you might not feel it on your body today,
Yeah.
but the actual change of what you're doing 3 days in the office to 5 days, it does add up. And when you don't get the wins
Mm,
early doors, everything can be very demoralizing. So I just want to get my head around that.
yeah.
We as a company, we tend to hire people that are in commutable distance because we've learned over the last 10 years,
Mm,
eventually one party gives up. If
yeah.
you don't, I would, I don't, you would.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying you've got plans to relocate.
I wouldn't say it's not in the plans, but I wouldn't say it is. Probably down the line, or depending how things go as well, maybe within the next year. It's definitely something on the cards, but nothing sort of confirmed as of now.
But let me ask you something as two blokes, right? And two.
Mm.
London, working in London people. Mate, I'm Indian myself. You're Bangladeshi,
Yeah.
Pakistani, I suppose.
Pakistani, yeah.
Pakistani, sorry about the cricket, if you follow any cricket. Um, Asian family connections,
Yeah.
I don't think the working community, the white community understands that without being racist.
Mm.
It's just the family values we've been brought and raised with. Yeah, you want to be
Exactly.
with your parents, you want to be with
Yeah.
your siblings. I cannot have a weekend when I don't see my family, like my
Mm.
immediate family. I'm married, I've got two kids, so different stage of my life. But I want to see my in-laws, I want to see my cousins, I want to see my second
Mm.
cousins.
Exactly.
I want to have a picnic, I want to play a game, I want to watch. If I don't do it on a weekend, I feel like I've not had a weekend, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm also looking at you, 25, 26, 42 grand salary. What are you doing in Luton? Like, you should be out now, like enjoying life as well, because you work hard.
Yeah. I think buying too many cars is what I'm doing at the minute.
How many you got?
I've got three at the minute. I like my
Okay.
cars.
Okay, well that's okay. Then you're not spending your money like for saving for a house or rental. You're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
yeah.
I've got my own. I started my own private number plate business when I was 17 years old as well. Grew
Wow.
that
Okay.
to 300 clients nationally. Made decent money to be fair.
Still doing
Which
it?
I've got my high investment number plates that I've got sort of sitting on the side. I've got about 20, 30 number plates that I slowly market out. But I wouldn't say I'm doing it day to day anymore.
Yeah. But that was something you did back at uni days
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, college uni days, which done me quite well.
Cool. Brothers, sisters?
I've got two sisters actually. That's it.
Younger?
One's younger, one's older. I'm in the
Younger's
middle.
with you as well at home.
No, they both got married in the last 1 year now, so they've both
Okay,
left the house.
I didn't even clock yet. Females can get married and move on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fine. So you're at home by yourself, which probably explains you want to be with your mum and dad as well.
Yeah, I mean it's we've got, as I said, we've got a really strong family in Luton, a very big family, so that closeness is always here. I used to live in Dubai as well,
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, I
How
lived there
long
for
for?
7 years. For
Seven
seven
years in
years,
Dubai.
yeah. I done all of high school over there. My dad used to work there for the government, so I'm quite used to. I lived in Coventry for 3, 4 years for university, so I'm very used to, very independent of sort of moving out, living by myself, etc. That's not something that really phases me.
Okay. And Dubai, how was that for you?
Unreal. Obviously, just going to school, it was completely different. Obviously, nice weather, nice lifestyle, but I think the more important thing was like just being in school with people from all around the globe.
I also think like it makes a big difference on your mindset and your social skills because you're out and about all the time. Because unlike UK, where you're indoors most of the time. So I used to go to Dubai every year up until last year. So for the last 10 years, I've gone to Dubai every year for
Yeah.
holidays. Every Feb, me and my kids will just go to Dubai, just safe and convenient.
Mm.
Now kids are older, we want to try different things. But okay, so that's good. What does your dad do if you don't mind me asking? Is he still working or
He
retired?
works. He works in education. He used to work for the government over there, where he managed the different sort of 5 or 6 schools for the locals.
Okay. And mum, housewife,
Home.
working
Yeah.
home. Okay. So, mate, look, let's just build on that on the cards conversation. So, what needs to happen for you to? And I appreciate it's not going to happen overnight, mate.
Yeah.
What milestones or any targets you've set to yourself that okay, if I've done this, then I'll move out.
For me, it's look, I've got two properties up north that I rent out. For me, it's not really hitting a milestone. For me, it's just making that decision if it's something I want to do. It's on the cards. But it's not something I've planned. Saying, look, I want to move out by November, for example, or by January. I haven't put that milestone in place, but it's just about me making the decision. If there's a factor that's sort of saying, look, this decision could be good, I'll make the decision. Simple as that.
Cool. All right, let me sleep on it, but you continue your process tomorrow. You go your
Yeah.
day off tomorrow, did you say?
Yes, correct.
And then you're back at work again on Friday.
Yeah, working from home on Friday. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And how precious are you about this working from home, mate? Because obviously, given the commute, that must be pretty good factor, good luxurious perk to
It's
have.
good, but look, I'll be honest with you, Karen. I'm the first one in the office every morning, 7:30. We start at 8:30. I'm in at 7:30. I'm the last one to leave. For me, it's the commute's not too bad. I enjoy the exercise I get in as well. I mean, I walk to the train station from home here, do a good 20-30 minutes in London as well, because I take the longer way to work just to get that walk in. So for me, it's never been an issue. As I said, sometimes I go in 4 days a week in the office just to sort of have that complete focus, etc. as well.
Cool. All right, fine. Mate, take the afternoon, have a think about it. Let me do the same. I'm
Yeah.
working tomorrow. I'm off on Friday. I'll try touching base with Richard by lunchtime tomorrow. Um, but then if you get an offer tomorrow, how quickly you want to move?
Obviously, I'm gonna, if I do get an offer, I'm gonna obviously sit on it as well, have a proper think about it. As I said, look, I'm passively seeing what's out there.
Especially you're not actively looking.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's something I'll probably think about over the weekend, and then get back to them.
Cool. The only thing about me, mate, I don't go into bidding wars. I don't go into negotiations. Obviously, there's a time and place for it, so we should be having that. But
Mm,
hopefully, what I'm trying to convey there is, if this, if you want to material, if you want to proceed in this, and so do I. Well, let's factor everything. Let's factor in this other opportunity that you
yeah.
can be entertaining, and how does that compare? What I'm trying to convey, Heather, is if you join me, it should be on the basis of, okay, I understand what's expected and what
Mm,
I'm meant to be doing and where this could take me versus, yeah, I've gone off for a 45. Karen can give me 50. I'm in. Like, it needs to be a little bit more carefully thought because 2 years at S3, good stint. That shows grit.
mm.
1 year at BioTalent, you're saying the right reasons to come out, but you don't want to be jumping every
I
three, four
agreed.
years,
No, no, that's
right?
100%. I think the next business I go to is one I want to stay in for a good amount of time, and actually build on that.
Quick question. Are you meant to be doing a presentation tomorrow for this final?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm saying you'll have to do the same for me as well as the second stage, which the earliest it could happen will be Thursday next week, because that's the day when the whole board is in the
Okay.
office, like all the relevant decision makers. So if it was to
Yeah.
materialize based on their availability, it will be either coming Thursday or the following Thursday, provided I want to go ahead and provided you want to go ahead and
Yeah.
we're on the same thing. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Listen, I'll take
Perfect.
your leave. Any question, drop me a message on LinkedIn.
Will do. All right, Karen. Thanks for your time,
Take
mate.
it easy. Bye.
Take care. Bye.